Genesis 3:15 is a profound and pivotal verse in the Bible, often called the Proto-Evangelium, or the first announcement of the gospel. It reads, "And I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your seed and her seed. He shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel." Sounds poetic, right? But there's a deeper meaning here. This verse is often referred to as the Proto-Evangelium, which means the first gospel. In this passage, God is speaking to the serpent, also known as Satan, right after the fall of man in the Garden of Eden. This moment marks the beginning of God's plan for redemption. So why is this verse so significant? Let's break it down. The seed of the woman is interpreted by many theologians as a reference to Jesus Christ, who would ultimately defeat Satan. The imagery of bruising the head and heel symbolizes the struggle between good and evil, and the eventual victory of Christ over sin and death. This prophecy sets the stage for the entire narrative of the Bible, pointing to the coming of a Savior who would restore humanity's broken relationship with God. The seed of the woman is a phrase that many Christians believe points directly to Jesus Christ. This phrase is found in the book of Genesis, where God speaks to the serpent after the fall of man. It's a cornerstone of Christian theology. It's considered a prophecy of his ultimate victory over Satan. This victory is symbolized by Jesus' death on the cross and his resurrection, which Christians believe defeated sin and death. Here's where it gets interesting. The word seed is singular. This indicates a specific individual, not a collective group, pointing directly to Jesus as the promised Savior. In most ancient cultures, lineage was traced through the man, not the woman. This makes the phrase seed of the woman unique and significant, as it breaks from traditional patriarchal lineage. So, this is seen as a clue to the virgin birth of Christ. Mary, a virgin, gave birth to Jesus, fulfilling this ancient prophecy and highlighting the divine nature of his birth. The image of bruising the head is a powerful and ancient symbol. It represents a decisive and fatal blow, often seen in mythological and religious contexts. To bruise the head means to deliver a strike that ensures ultimate defeat and destruction. In Christian symbolism, it's a picture of Satan being defeated by Jesus, signifying the triumph of good over evil. But what about the bruising of the heel? This symbolizes the suffering and pain Jesus would endure, particularly during his crucifixion. It's a reminder that victory over evil would come, but not without immense sacrifice and suffering. Ultimately, it's like saying that the ultimate victory would be achieved, but it would come at a significant cost, highlighting the profound nature of sacrifice and redemption. So, in this single verse, we see the first glimpse of hope after humanity's fall, a promise that evil will be defeated. It's why many theologians call this verse the first mention of the gospel. Even though this story is thousands of years old, it still speaks to the timeless battle between good and evil, and the promise of victory that resonates with Jesus believers today. Genesis 3:15 is just one verse, but its impact is eternal. It's a promise of redemption, and a reminder that even in the darkest moments, hope is on the horizon. Thanks for watching, and remember, there's always more to discover in the pages of history.